Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin John's Wrestling News. Here's your news for Wednesday, March 13th, 2019. According to ProWrestlingSheet.com, Vince McMahon has yet to make a final decision regarding which match will close the WrestleMania 35 pay-per-view event. For months, the belief was that the Raw Women's title match would close WrestleMania for the novelty of WWE being able to say that a women's match closed the biggest show of the year for the first time. SmackDown Live announcer Tom Phillips has gone on record and stated that he would like to see Daniel Bryan vs. Kofi Kingston close the show if Kofi gets the match. Well, if you watched SmackDown last night, you know that Shane McMahon will take on The Miz and Randy Orton will take on AJ Styles at WrestleMania 35. WWE has reportedly reached a deal with rapper Eminem for the WWE 2K20 video game and a possible SmackDown Live appearance. However, Eminem's rep denied the story. Now, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com, who first reported the story, issued the following response. Sean Ross Sapp said, "The hilarity of us getting threats of legal threats for publishing a story featuring information that Eminem's group, 2K, management, and WWE didn't want out there. We didn't sign any NDAs. We are free to report that information. If M's team pulled the deal, I'll feel bad for those who put it together. But yeah, a deal was agreed upon today for all the things I mentioned, regardless of whose rep is saying what. Threatening to threaten legal action, send us to C&D, don't give us the review copy or credentials and move on. A story got leaked. There's damage control because people are mad." The WWE has released official advertising for this year's Summerslam, including graphics with various WWE superstars. The most notable omissions include Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Ronda Rousey, and Dean Ambrose. Pretty interesting stuff. Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com commented on this week's Monday Night Raw, and if Dean Ambrose will be staying with the company. Meltzer said, "I was told last night it wasn't the case, or at least that he hasn't signed, and granted, those are two different things. Last night after the show I checked, and it's like this is not an angle, he's really done." Even though Ambrose's contract is set to expire at the end of April, the current speculation is that Raw was a storyline exit from television unless he signs a new deal. Thanks to WrestlingNews.co and RingsideNews.com for the quotes. In an interview with WWE, Kurt Angle talked about why he is making the decision to retire from wrestling at WrestleMania 35. Kurt Angle said, "It was really tough for me to come to that decision. It actually has been nipping at me for the past year. I'm 50 years old. I know I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm slower in the ring. I could still get the job done, but if I can't perform at the Kurt Angle of 2006, I don't want to perform at all. You finally know when your time's come and you got to make a decision, and I've decided that I want to keep my legacy intact, and I think that retiring is the best decision for me." Thanks to eWrestlingNews.com for the quote. Karl Anderson has seemingly addressed a report that him and Luke Gallows are planning to leave WWE once their contracts expire. Anderson posted a video with his kid stating, "Don't believe everything you read." Stevie Ray commented on his 2019 WWE Hall of Fame induction as part of Harlem Heat. Ray also brought up wrestling reporter Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com. Stevie Ray tweeted on Twitter, "I appreciate all the support from the fans. Very humbling day. In Dave Meltzer's opinion, I'm not worthy of the Hall of Fame. That's fine because that's his opinion, but I was voted in by my peers. I got respect in this business, which is more than I can say for him. When the Hall of Fame is over, fans will get to hear what I really think of Dave Meltzer." Also, Mike Kanellis posted the following statement on social media regarding photos of his wife Maria. Mike Kanellis wrote, "It's 2019 and I'm not sure why I still need to address this, but I will. Whenever my wife posts photos on her social media, I get flooded with comments from men, and I use that term loosely, telling me how I feel or should feel about her posting certain photos. Let me clarify. My wife's body is hers. Her decisions and choices are hers. I don't, nor would I ever, tell her what to do, say, or post. My wife is a beautiful, smart, intelligent woman, and if she wants to show off her gorgeous body, then I will be cheering her on the whole way. Also, 99% of the time, I'm the one taking the picture. so please stop telling me how I feel or should feel. And finally, here on Jammin John's Wrestling News, Twitter account at WrestleVotes noted the following regarding the Usos and WrestleMania 35. WrestleVotes tweeted, "The Usos are on pace to make history at WrestleMania 35. They will become the first team to walk into WrestleMania as tag team champions 3 years in a row. They will pass two teams who did it twice, Money Inc. and the Dudley Boys. Demolition did not do it twice. Big congratulations to the Usos for accomplishing an historic feat." That is your news for Wednesday, March 13th, 2019. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin John's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and iTunes. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, the Jammin John. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin John's Wrestling News or your wrestling promotion, want to get your next big event out, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. You too can subscribe to me by going to patreon.com/jamminjohn. I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/jamminjohn. This is Jammin John saying thanks, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.